Alright guys, so I'm here at Conroe, Texas, getting a load of sand. Got a big front end loader. He said he's going to do 3 scoops. One in the front, one in the back, one in the middle. Said I didn't need to move my bows. This goes to the country club in Texarkana, Arkansas. He said his instructions are to load 22 tons. I said, well, I could take up to 24, but I don't know, I guess we'll see. He said it's kind of damp, so I guess we'll go scale out and we'll see what happens. But yeah, big sand mine. I'm hoping they'll let me park somewhere out here, because I'm gonna be about out of time by the time I get done with this. So let's get a look at it from over here. The scale is over there. Here's where it's loading from. Give you a look. This battery may go dead on us, but that's it. Big, nice pile of sand. So yeah, there wasn't any signage around, nobody wandering around to help. Just had to get out and find somebody. Not very good instructions. Then I had to call in and get a pickup number. Luckily, Manuel was able to get that in a couple of minutes. Woo! Yeah, and the phone numbers, nobody would answer the phone number. I was trying to call and see what the loading hours were. Sounds like I got lucky, because the guy at the scale house said that they normally only load this product 7 to 3, and it's like 5:30 now. I just got lucky that the right guy was here that could load me, I guess. But he wanted me to tell the Oakley people, which I did. I told Manuel. So you've seen this before, load of sand. He said he's gonna put 3 scoops in, and then we'll go over to the scale and see what happens. Conroe, Texas. So I delivered over there in Dayton, Texas, and then it was about a little over an hour to get over here. I'm just hoping they'll let me park around here somewhere. So that's how it works. All right, guys, I'm getting off the scale. They had me right about 79,000, so he was happy with that. The loader, he thought that he put about 22.5 on, but in reality, the scale says he put more than that. So that's cool, that's cool. And they've told me I can't park on this road right here, but that I can pull around to the back here somewhere and park. So I'm gonna go around there and see what he's talking about. I'll try to show it to you. Like I said, this battery's probably gonna go dead, so if you get an abrupt ending, that's what happened. Well, this ought to be a pretty quiet place. It's out in the middle of nowhere. So my GPS says it's about 5.5 hours to get to Texarkana Country Club from here. So I'll be able to head out in the morning and get this there probably before lunchtime. So here's my loader. He was waiting to see if I wanted any more, but I'm going to tell him I'm good, and if he'll show me where to park. That'll put an end to this Wednesday in Texas. Been in Texas all day. All right, more tomorrow. Okay, so the loader there he's gonna kind of show me where I need to go. But he's explaining too that when I leave here, I need to exit out this road somewhere, because coming in here, the GPS kind of brought me through a little kind of a country neighborhood, and we're not supposed to be doing that. The residents don't like that. So somewhere back here, this is supposed to lead us to an exit road. I haven't looked close enough on my GPS to see, but and I noticed they've got, I think they had some porta potties back there, so I'll be able to survive. Wish I brought my fishing pole. They got all these sand pits out here full of water. I can fish. Alright, so let's see where he's talking about. This ought to be the most quiet place I've camped out in a bit. All these sand mines end up having some fishing holes around, I guess from digging out. Alright, so where's he taking me? I'm gonna make sure I know which way I'm supposed to go out of here. They said they furnished all this to the ship or the trucking companies, but I sure didn't get any of it. Alright, so I guess this is where I'm supposed to park, and then I'll make sure which way I'm supposed to go out. Okay, that's cool. So, that was very helpful, because I would not know how to get out of here the way they want me to. But he said I could pull over here and park. I'm going to leave my parking lights on just to be safe, but and then I'll go out. There's an exit sign over there by some trees. You may not be able to see it, but he said I'll take that road to the left all the way back out to Highway 1314, which was the main road I came in on. So that'll work, that'll work. All right, I might get woke up by Sasquatch. I'm gonna have some supper and call the wife back. All right, everybody, welcome to Thursday morning. It's 7 o'clock. We're about a half hour north of Lufkin, Texas, so we made it over to the eastern side now, and you can tell things look a lot different. We have covered a lot of Texas this week, but now we're to the greener side with bigger trees. So I've got this load of sand I picked up yesterday in Conroe, Texas, and I ended up just camping out there last night. Very quiet place, just out in the middle of nowhere. And it goes to the Texarkana Country Club in Texarkana, Arkansas. We're still about 2.5 hours away. In about an hour, I'm going to call, see if I can reach somebody there. Because usually when we're delivering sand to these country clubs, you know, they're using it for their golf course. And they're probably going to just have it dumped in a parking lot somewhere is the norm. But I like to call ahead and see if I can get some information first. Sometimes they'll give you some helpful information on how to get to where they want you to be. So anyway, that's what's cooking. We got cloudy skies. Probably going to get into some rain at some point today. Don't know where I'm going after this load. Have not talked to the dispatcher today. Oh yeah, that delivery yesterday over in Dayton at that job site, that one was a pain, I'll tell you, because the address on the order was wrong. For one thing, they said it was on North Highway, whatever, I forget the number of the highway, but it was actually South Highway, so you know, that was confusing. And nobody would answer the phone that we had for the customer. Usually, you know, when you have a job site delivery, it's very helpful to call ahead and talk to somebody. find out where you're making delivery, but nobody would answer the phone. I called several times, and then and the work order too. You know, our work order on our app, when they send it to us, it's got a mapping function so you can see where the delivery is supposed to be, and it was in a totally different place from where it should have been. So, you know, I don't know how all that happens, but I ended up having to pull over to the side of the road. I called the dispatcher. He hooked me up with another driver that had delivered there the day before and figured it all out. He sent me a pin from my Google Maps, which got me there. And then once I got there, it was very hectic because it was not set up for trucks and they had traffic everywhere. That was a tough maneuvering around to get the product out. It's like that sometimes. Anyway, this one ought to be pretty easy. Usually, you know, they've got a pile of sand because they're usually getting several truckloads, probably in a parking lot somewhere. It's usually pretty easy, pretty quick. Sweep it out onto the next load. But I'm just giving you some different Texas road scenery. We've covered a lot of different types of scenery this week, all in the same state. Texas is a big place. Okay, more on down the road. Oh, we're on 259 North, by the way. Going to be switching over to Texas 315 here in a few miles. Kind of heading northeast up towards Texarkana. Okay guys, so I'm here at the delivery site for the Texarkana Country Club. It's really just a turn in off this little road for where they store their sand. Not really what I was picturing, but my helper here is going to move some of this that I've already dumped out of the way so I can get back on the concrete pad. I didn't want to pull off the pad with the trailer in the air. As you can see, we still got some in there. So he's just making a little room so I can back up on the concrete and raise the trailer up again. But yeah, it's not really what I had pictured. I'm going to show you. It was a pretty tight turn. The guy I called, and it's a good thing I called because the address on the work order says Country Club Lane, and this is Country Club Road. So I would have been at the wrong place, totally. But yeah, here's the road it came in on, which is not for trucks, by the way. And you have to turn in right here. It's just barely enough room. But he told me to come in from the north that way because you can see if I'd have come in from the south, this turn is falling apart. So he'll tell you to come in from this way so you can make the turn. And then when I get done, I'll pull up, back up that way, and then turn back that way. Now, I've already called Manuel, my dispatcher. He hadn't sent me the order yet, but he said I'm going to be going to that scrap metal place in Texarkana. It's probably just 2 or 3 miles from here, and getting a load of scrap metal going up to Fort Smith. So for now, I'm just waiting on this fella to make some room so I can dump the rest of this out, and then I'll have to give it a sweep. Quite muddy in here, but yeah, I'll be able to pull up and then kind of back down that lane to turn out of here. All right, that's what we got. Okay guys, sorry I forgot to turn the camera on, but I just scaled in here at the what do they call this place, Tri-State Iron and Metal. Weighed about 31.7. And we're picking up a load of shred. I think I got a load of shred from here about a week ago. It's a messy place. Sometimes we'll load shred right here to the left, but last week and today we're going around back. So I'll give you a look at this. Last week when I was here, it was at the tail end of the day. But it's a little before 11 now. Watch out, fellas. Okay. So when you load back here, it's kind of tight. You know, after you get loaded and you have to turn around to get out of here, there's really not enough room. So you have to kind of back down this little lane on the right by the railroad track and then spin around. See that raccoon there to the right? That's the second or third time I've seen him. They must feed him around here. He hangs out there by the fence and he comes around here and gets snacks. Oh yes, nice and muddy back here. I'm glad I hadn't washed my truck lately. It wouldn't do no good. All right, so you can see there's the loader right there, probably waiting on me. And what I'm gonna do is he'll have me pull up to this, oh, he's loading that railroad car. But he'll have me pull up right beside that railroad car, get loaded, and then I'll back up where these two guys are standing and then kind of spin around here. So he may not want me pulling up there just yet. Okay, so I hopped out, got my bows moved back. My tarp's already back because I didn't roll it up from my last delivery. I was only about 3 miles away. So I'm assuming they're ready for me to pull up. Oh, I hate coming back here because look at all this crap you're driving on. Oh, mercy. Not good for the tires. Not good for the tires. All right. They want me pulling all the way. All right, just gonna give you a look at the trailer. See, I got my bows moved out except for the front one and the back one. Got it swept out there. There's my loader, fixing to start loading. I told him I could go up to 24 tons, not an ounce over. So I'll try to show you something. This battery's about to go dead, but I'll show you. You've seen this before, but that's how it works. I think the last time I got loaded here, I asked for 23.5 tons and I got more like 22.8. So we'll stretch it a little here and take a risk. So well, I'm afraid this battery is going to go dead, so I'm gonna pause. So there he goes, dump number one. You can see he's tinkering with his scale. They have to raise it all the way up to get a weight on it. Then they punch it into their little system so they can keep track of it. But this is basically, I think, aluminum. Just shredded little pieces of assorted aluminum. We're gonna take it up to the Gerdau plant at Fort Smith. They'll melt it down with some other stuff and make steel bars for the Maverick guys to pick up. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to open my front door there and climb in, but sometimes it gets packed in so tight you can't open that door, so you have to climb up the ladder in the back to get in to put the bows back up. But that's how it works. All right, we're loaded. According to the loader, he put in 47,000. So that, if he's accurate, that should be good. See if we can get out of here. So I called the Gerdau. They said they received this product until 5 o'clock today. Let me see. Give me a second here. It is about, it's at least a 4-hour drive from here, so I might be able to make it. Might be able to make it. So I was hoping to stop at the Flying J a few miles from here and get a shower, because that's the only place. Let's see, I'm gonna go around these poles here. Yeah, that's the only place between here and there I'd be able to get a shower. Not many places to stop. The one place there is to stop don't have any showers. All right, so we made it back to the scale. This time we'll go on this side here. I'll have to go in to see what my weight is. I don't think, no, they got a display. I forgot about that. Still got my bows to be moved back, and I've got a tarp, so I'll just pull up straight ahead there off the scale to the left there by those bushes, and hop up there and do that. And then we'll make a left turn there on 9th Street and be on our way. All right, folks, we're turning into the Gerdau plant here in Fort Smith, Arkansas. Deliver this load of aluminum shred. I see there's another Oakley guy. Looks like he just pulled in. So you have to take your tarp off before you scale in. So I'm gonna hop out and roll my tarp back. I don't know if this guy's scaling in or not. Well, this guy's not answering the radio. And this other fella's already come by both of us. So I'm coming on. I don't even see anybody in there. I'm coming around. So yeah, you have to roll your tarp off to get on the scale, and then take your paperwork up there to where those two gentlemen are standing at the window, and that's how you get checked in, and they'll tell you what area to go dump in. Now, I just filmed from here a week or two ago, so I'm not gonna do much more until I get down to the dump site. Okay. I'm going to area 53. See, they write it on my paperwork there. And turns out that guy that was the Oakley truck back there, he was one of the guys at the window, and he's carrying alloys, it's my understanding. And I didn't know this because I guess I've never been asked to deliver alloys here on a Thursday like today. But the scale master was telling me they don't accept alloys on Thursday. that guy, that driver didn't know or was not told. I mean, you wouldn't know that unless your dispatcher told you when he sent you the order. So, I don't know. I think he's trying to get him in since he's sitting there. But the problem is, he said, back here where you deliver alloys, it's a very tight, tough backup to unload there anyway. And they always have all kinds of equipment and supplies and stuff in the way. But he said on Thursdays they have extra, like, contractors of some sort back here working, and they just don't want any deliveries back there because it's too busy. So anyway, all right, so what we're going to do to get to area 53 is we're going to make a right here at the stop sign. Now, like I said, I filmed this recently, so it's going to be the same deal, except I think last time I was maybe in area 52. They're right beside each other. Basically, it's going to be the same deal. So they got 5 sets of tracks here. What we're going to do is go over 4 of them and hang a left. If you're delivering alloys, you take a right here after all 5 sets of tracks. Alright, let's get over the track here. And you do need to look at the track because they have equipment that moves along these tracks. Alright, so we're going to make the left here before the 5th set of tracks and go down here and find 53. They've got little signs here on the left. You see these piles of different types of debris. Oh gosh, 53 is probably going to be in that puddle. Or maybe just past the puddle. Oh Jesus. That's a big pile of shred there. So yeah. 53, you might see on that sign up ahead, that little blue circular sign, it says 53, 54. So 53 is going to be the first pile. 54 is beyond that. So I'm going to just try to pull up here and get my trailer in front of this pile, and this is where we'll dump. Okay, so I've dumped out and gone around to turn around, and this fella here on the front end loader asked me to go ahead and move out back out to the paved road to sweep out. But here's my pile right here to the right. And came out pretty clean. Let's see what this fellow wants. That prime driver was asking how to turn around. So I told him. I guess he's the one that was carrying these white super sacks over here. Okay, let's see. And I've always just swept my trailer out right back there. Only takes me 5 minutes, but he wanted me to move on out here on the... I'm not sure. I guess I'll just get back on the paved road. I'm not sure exactly where he meant. You'd think they would want us sweeping out metal debris out here on the good road, but whatever. Alright, let's see. Nothing coming. Mentioned on previous videos, this Phoenix building here to the right is where you would check in to load mill scale. If you're going to pick up mill scale here, you would check in there to the right and then go straight There's a loading pad up there to the left. I mean, that may be what they have me do if they're still loading this late in the afternoon. But for now, I have to go scale out. I'm gonna get up here on the road, kind of out of the way a little bit, finish sweeping out, get my door closed up and mud flaps hung up and all that. Leave my tarp off, because they like you to have your tarp off when you come in and out. All right, that's it for now. All right, so I scaled out. He showed me having net product of 47,940. That's a good load there. And I called Manuel while I was driving back to the scale, and he wants me to head toward North Little Rock, and he wants me to pick up a trailer that's at the North Little Rock Oakley yard, already loaded, that another driver had to leave there for some reason, and take it to Memphis tomorrow, deliver it at Nucor, Memphis, and then just come back to be done, I guess. So that's cool. I told him I was hoping to take off Monday, so that'll work out great. And I've got like a little over an hour on my drive clock, so I should be able to get down the road, find somewhere where I can take a shower at least. I'd kind of like a shower tonight. I've been sweating for a couple of days. All right, let me get my tarp on and we'll get out of here.